Yo, what is going on today, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today's video, we're talking about gods in SMITE 1 that I'm excited to see in SMITE 2, whether they are brought in and just kind of smoothed out, made to feel a little bit better, whether their kits are changed completely. We don't even know if they're joining the SMITE 2 roster, but I just want to bring up 5 gods that I think would be really exciting to see in SMITE 2, kind of how their kits change, how they flow. Not really me giving out ideas, just more me kind of throwing out thoughts into the air of like, ooh, what could they do with this character that would be really cool? That's kind of where I'm going with it. So I'm not going to really give you too many ideas of what I think, because what I think doesn't matter. It's just kind of get those thoughts out there of, ooh, that character would be really cool in SMITE 2. And starting with the one that I'm most excited for, whenever anyone literally asks me anytime ever, whenever, this is the character I said I'm most excited to see in SMITE 2. And I hope she's in it. Clio. She has such a cool base kit and the potential of UE5 to kind of unlock a lot more of that kit and just whether it's like allow her to attach to walls, move from wall to wall, play most of the game inside the wall, whatever it is, I think it could be incredibly cool. They have so many opportunities to do things. Like Clio's SMITE 1 kit, I mean, it's pretty cool. Going inside of the walls, casting from in the walls. I think she's probably actually one of the coolest gods of recent. But could she be cooler? Absolutely. And that's why I'm excited to see if she is released in SMITE 2, how they kind of change her up, how they kind of finagle away around the rest of her kit. Maybe they changed up some stuff. Maybe they changed it up completely. But Clio's one that I'm like very excited to see in SMITE 2. For the Warriors, this one I had a couple that I was thinking about. I was thinking maybe Arthur to see kind of how the stance swapping god would be moving, changing around. Would it be kind of kept the same? Will the ult feel more smooth? Another one was Shiva. I think he has a really basic 1, 2, 3. He's kind of, what is he, the Destroyer? He's the Destroyer. And his ult is like the least destroyer-y ult ever. And so is like the rest of his kit. They could make him a lot more destroyer-y. But the one that I'm excited for the most is Gilgamesh. There's a lot of stuff they could do. They could build around like the epic of Gilgamesh. The passive is like the idea of that he's an adventurer. They could maybe make that his entire kit. Maybe he turns into a jungler that kind of rotates around the map, gets different benefits, visiting lanes, getting ganks, something like that. Maybe he gets an extra benefit from killing every one of the enemies. Something like that I think would be really cool. He's got a pretty cool kit. I've never been a big fan of Gilgamesh's kit. I know some people are, but I think Gilgamesh is a god that they could kind of rework a little bit, change up, and make him really cool in SMITE 2. For Guardians, I think this one's obvious. Only one sticks out to me like, dude, this character should have been so much sicker. And it's Jormungandr. All this is like, okay, he plays around poison pools. Bro, this is literally the world serpent. He's literally all over the map. Like, imagine if they made his model huge. He had like a weak point that had to spawn the map or something that he couldn't really control. And if you killed it, then he had to like reset. I don't know. I just think this base kit is so bleh and so bleh and so bleh. Like, the only part of the kit that really makes me feel like I'm playing the world serpent is the ult. Like, even the one is like, oh, I'm just like a massive tank. Like, the ult is like flying through. Like, this would be a sick, just like base ability. Like, your movement abilities on like a 5-second cooldown, and you like jump around, and maybe that's how you clear. And then you have another ability that, I don't know. I just think that this could be like a base ability, build around this as a base ability, and then go from there, because I think that would be really cool. But Yorm, really basic in SMITE 1. I think they should bump them up to insane levels for SMITE 2. For mages, 2 options. One is the option that was going to get a lot of people responding in the comments, Persephone. Good? Got everything you wanted to say about Persephone out? All right. And then the Morrigan. I'm going with the Morrigan, but it's a close race. I think Pers is more of a cool character potential, more so than like, I like her lore can make her super cool. Like, I mean, that's it could be, but like the lore of like the Morrigan and something about the Morrigan, I feel like could be so much more cool. Maybe you control 2 Morrigans or something like that. And you like toss them back and forth, and one like dissipates and then the other one spawns, and you have like a half global with that or something. That would be cool to me. The ultimate is cool, but like I do not like her base 1, 2, 3. It's all fine. Even though this is like, Like the ult is cool. I like the ult, but like, Like, there's a lot of they could do to like bump up the character, make it so like changeling is something that's on like a base cooldown or something. Like, I'm just throwing out little ideas, but I do think they could just make the Morrigan a lot cooler. She's fine in SMITE 1, but she's really clunky. She has a lot of bugs. I kind of on and off do enjoy, don't enjoy with her. Right now, I'm gonna don't enjoy with her at all. I don't play her ever. But yeah, Morrigan, number 4. And lastly, number 5 for the Hunters. Again, I think this one's kind of obvious. Charybdis. She is a potentially cool character. She is just a whirlpool, but like she's a hunter and she's like a weird hunter with that. Like she's not an aggressive hunter. Like you think a Charybdis would be an aggressive hunter, but she's not. She's like a really passive, survive, farm, go late game, don't have an ultimate ability because it's useless. Like the ultimate should be changed 100%. I think like the 3 should be changed also. Like imagine she like walks forward. If you don't have like beads, she like eats you for a second, like slowly brings you back to her team. And then like she like pops you out for a second and then she can like go back to dueling you. And then like maybe her 1 brings her into like a melee stance where she like stabs you and does like extra damage and extra lifesteal because she's like a really good 1v1 character. She wants to like bring you into the abyss. She like hits out like melee autos first in this 1. Then she can drag you under with the whirlpool and it's like an execute. Maybe not an execute, but it can kill. I don't know. I just think there's a lot cooler things to do with Charybdis. And I think hunters are like the biggest basis of this role is really boring and straightforward. Let's throw a bunch of shit at the wall, see what sticks. Like, some of the worst gods in the game are some of the most unique. Like, Scotty, incredibly unique. I really do like Scotty's kit. I think it's a little too strong in the dog and not strong enough in her base kit, but I think it's a very cool kit. Izanami, another one. Very cool kit. Unique. Both these characters are horrible, horrible characters. The last character that's really unique is Heim, and he's, like, probably one of their best creations in terms of just making a unique hunter. Is he the most fun? No, I think Onher is still the most fun. Blah, yada, yada, yada. Really basic, really fun. Outplay potential, yada, yada, yada. But I think Heim kind of has that, and he has that unique factor. And I'm getting really addicted to playing Heim games. But yeah, I think these are 5 gods that I think should have a good look. Big kit changes, kind of work around maybe their lore a little bit more. Really make them funky, and maybe follow the lore a tiny bit more. But these are 5 characters that I hope come to Smite 2. And with that hope, I also think that I hope that they switch up a little bit and they don't just bring over the character 1-to-1 into Smite 2. That's the video. 5 gods I want to see in Smite 2. Reasons why. Let me know down below what you guys think about this 5. What you guys agree, disagree? Any of them you don't want to see at all? Or let me know, what is a god you want to see in Smite 2? It doesn't have to be on my list. Maybe you're a massive CERN fan, no fear. Zhong fan, Nathan. And you just really want to see them. Let me know. Drop them down below in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.